Hello, and welcome to Virtual Collage Jam. So I'm going to just hang out for a couple minutes while people get going, and then right at the top of the clock, I will get this party started. So meanwhile, hope you can get logged on, and I'm going to take a couple of sips of the coffee because I'm going to need it today. I'm going to be fast and furious, so cheers. Hey, Val, welcome along. Glad to have you aboard. You're the very first, I should say hi, because I'm not going to be able to say much while I'm working. So, how are you doing, Val? Are you holding up all right? You've certainly been collaging up a storm in the last several months, so 2 thumbs up for you. Yeah, way to go. And it's just hitting 2 o'clock now, so another minute or two and I will get this party started. So we're doing all right, thanks, Val. Yeah, we're Kim is still not feeling that great, as you can expect. Anytime you lose a parent, and this is the first time it's happened for her, so both my parents passed more than 10 years ago, so but yeah, she's coping with it. She's down, as you can imagine, so she sends her regards to everybody. So yeah. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Kirk, Aline. Oh, you're great. Hey, are you all there in the one spot? Aline, right? Aline, yeah. Anyway, hi guys, welcome aboard. That's great. And Kirk, I guess because it's Saturday, you can join us. That's great. Yay. And I will definitely pass along regards to Kim. So, all right, so I'm gonna get this party started. Hey, Cherie, yeah, happy World Collage Day to you too. So, it's 1:02, so let's get this party started. Alan, right? Thank you. I knew I had it wrong. I thought I had it right. I knew I had it wrong though. Okay, so hey Annie, hey Lisa. So today is World Collage Day, and so we are going to we're having a special edition of Virtual Collage Jam. If perchance you're joining me for the first time on Virtual Collage Jam, my name is Kal. I am a former graphic designer, an artist, and instructor. I am in Brampton, Ontario, which is part of the Greater Toronto Area. And Virtual Collage Jam was something I started in last year, just after lockdown began, as a way of connecting with my students and with the broader community. Everyone was like freaked out with the first lockdown with COVID. So it was a way in which we could, a bunch of artists who normally went to classes and galleries and had all kinds of art social, suddenly had none of that, right? So it was a way to bridge that gap. And COVID has lasted longer than any of us would have hoped. And so I'm still going strong, but I've discovered a way of connecting with community art, my artist and art community that I really love. So I think it will continue in some form or another. So it started out weekly, and now it's every other week on Mondays. But because it's World Collage Day, I thought we would have a special edition. So World Collage Day, what's that, you ask? So World Collage Day, I'm going to read a little blurb here, is an annual international celebration of collage on the second Saturday of May. Initiated by Kolaj Magazine in 2018, and that's KOLAJ magazine. In 2018, we invited artists and art venues to hold events on that day to celebrate collage. The day is about an art medium that excels at bringing different things together to create new forms and new ways of thinking. editor of Collage Magazine, Rick Cassini-Cadura, writes, "We created World Collage Day because we wanted to honor this community of artists and to remind the world what a spirit of cooperation, mutual support, and creativity can look like." And I thought, absolutely, can get behind that. For those of you who don't know, Collage Magazine is a quarterly print magazine from Montreal. It's international in scope, so it's a Canadian success story. So that's great. They treat collage as a serious art form that it can be and is. And they also have a really great world website, collagemagazine.com. So I will after the jam today, I will put a link to their website in the write-up. So oh, great. So Rebecca, you're all there. That's great. Oh, cool. Great. Hey, Ruth, how are you? Hello, Jane. And hello, Anne. Glad to have you all along. That's wonderful. So I am flying solo today, as you can imagine. Kim lost her dad last week, so she is not in an emotional space to be joining us just yet, but hopefully for the next jam she will be. And she sends all her regards. And I have to tell you, before we get going today, it's been so wonderful, like really, really wonderful. How many messages from just our Collage Jam community we've got that have just been so wonderful about that. So thank you. It means the world to us. Hello, Elaine. Great to have you along. So I think it's time to get the party started. So how this is going to work is we're going to work from prompts. I'm going to first I'm going to give you a prompt or two, but then hopefully they'll start becoming self-generating, and we'll do a collage for a short amount of time based on a prompt that you guys come up with, and then we'll move along. So I am going to switch us to the overhead camera. So it's the same camera. It's low tech. I'm going to carry it over there. So you might want to look away from the view. Otherwise, you'll get seasick while I move the webcam. So bear with me for a second. Let's get us set up overhead here. And that's not where I thought it was going to be. Why is that? I don't know why it is, because oh, there we go. There we go. That's better. And why is it backwards, one wonders? It's the right side up. Well, that's kind of annoying, because I was going to write things and so on. Oh, because it's normally meant to be pointing at me. Oh, man. Okay. All right. Well, we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. All right. So I will. Okay. So let's start with a prompt. And I'm not backwards. Oh, Ruth, I'm here. I hope you're here, because I can see your comment. I'm still here. Hello. I'm just side to side, because what's left is right and right is left, and that's obviously some kind of a setting. I'm just going to see. Just give me a second if I can change that in my settings. All right. Standard widescreen. Right. Yes, that's not helpful. Those are all useful things, but they're not what I'm looking for. All right. Okay. Well, sorry to be mumbling to myself, guys. I just I had envisioned it being no, it is backwards because, as you can see, it's backwards. But we will cope. We will cope. All right. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do is, can somebody write in the chat the name of or not the name, a kind of pet? And we'll start with that as a starting point. Not for you. Oh, that's really, Rebecca. That's amazing. Okay, thank you. I love having my tech help like that. If it's not backwards for you, that makes my day. Backwards for me, but I don't care about me as long as you can see what I'm doing. So, okay. So we got dog, cat. Oh, now you're going to make me choose between dog and cat, and I'm going to annoy half of the audience for sure. But that's just the nature. Dragon. Okay, let's go with dragon. I like dragon, especially as a pet, right? That's hilarious. Okay, dragon it is. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to write dragon. And Rebecca, is that really legible for you guys? If it is, that's great. Otherwise, I will write backwards. Or I'll attempt to write backwards. So, okay, so 10 minutes to do a collage on dragon. Go. And you'll see that hopefully you can just make out this phone timer up there so you can see how much time we have left. Let's get cooking and see how we make a dragon. I love that. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I love it. And it can just include some dragon aspect, right? It doesn't have to be, it can be fanciful. It can be whatever. All right. I'm thinking this is a nice green for a dragon. I am left-handed. That is true. Okay, so you can read it. That's great because yeah, it's backwards on my monitor, but I don't care about my monitor. If you guys can see it, that's what I need to know. So, all right. I'm going to find out very quickly how little I know about what a dragon looks like. And even if I did know what a dragon looks like, how little I can do in this amount of time. But that's the nature of the beast. Literally. I'm thinking that my dragon has to be on black. So let's get the black down. Get out of the way. sometimes back when we used to have live classes in person, we'd sometimes do some of these quick fire things, and everyone went, ah, and then had so much fun too. So it's kind of a crazy good fun, hopefully. All right, I need a little fire for the burn. All right, and now I think I'm going to end up doing a lot of tearing because I think it's going to be faster that way. All right, I need some whites. Get some white from my neutral drawer. A little rusty on the fast working, but I'm sure I'll get better as we go along. Hope so, anyway. Let's hope so. Oh, how can I use that in some interesting way? It's a piece left over from a previous collage. It just looks like it should be part of my dragon somehow. You know, save myself some trouble. Use something that I've found. Okay, it's a plan. Let's go. I'm dragging my heels. I gotta go faster. It's not cheating, of course not. I mean, how many times are you going to find a dragon when you're looking for it? That's just the collage gods giving you a gift, right? If we said something that everyone could find quickly in a magazine, you know, that's one thing. But yeah, how many dragons are you going to find? Just go, yes. And just go with it. It's one of the famous dog dragon breed. Everybody's got one of those nowadays. They're very in. Fire-breathing dog. I wonder if Kim has a hole punch within range. No. Okay. I'm just going to figure it a different way then. I could use a knife. Remember, if I can find the knife, I could use the knife. All right. Just a little over 3 minutes to go. Hope it's going well. I have no idea what dragons look like. That's something I'm becoming very aware of. But that's actually good. I think it means that I'm just going with whatever comes to mind. Annie, you're probably busy collaging, but tell me afterwards how your dragon's coming along. Sometimes we're the one to suggest it, and then we go, oh my God, what have I got myself into? That's all right. 2-minute warning. Final minute. Feel like collaging without a net. All right. Wow, that was fast, wasn't it? Yeah, sorry about the pun, Ruth, but you know, sometimes they slip out, especially when I'm under pressure. All right, so I hope that was fun. I hope you enjoyed working on that. I quickly threw on a limb with a claw on it, but it's looking a little lame. But under the circumstances, we'll go with it. There he is. Whoops, I see it. I'm all confused which way to move it because of the. So, thank you, Annie. That was a fun prompt. I love that. All right. Let's just look at my prompts and see what we got here. I'm glad you had fun with it, Elaine. All right. Let's do a color-based one this time. So suggest a color that might be fun to collage with. So, color suggestions. Crimson. All right. I think we have to go with crimson because that's one of those, we know what crimson is, but it's just a little bit it's not just red, right? So, nice one. All right. So, we got a couple of other color suggestions, purple and magenta. Thank you. So, what I'm going to say is crimson, and then you can choose a bit of magenta or purple to go with it. And it doesn't have to all be that, but there should be a significant amount of crimson and and magenta or purple, your choice. So in those of you who are suggesting colors, like Lisa just came in with blue, you could use the color that you suggested, if you did suggest a color, as your secondary color. Annie is asking 15 minutes. Okay, let's try a 15-minute one. So I'm going to write down the word crimson, but you guys know that you can add a secondary color of your choice. And And there it is, crimson. For 15 minutes. Let's go. Now, it occurs to me that I don't think I know exactly what crimson is. I have the feeling that it's on the blue side of red, but I'm going to look it up. It's a premium retail clothing brand. Oh, go away. Deep, rich red, inclining to purple. Yeah, so it is on. It's basically red, red, violet on the color wheel. So, all right. Good to know. I think that qualifies right there. This does that. Well, it's more on the orange side, isn't it? But I might have a side of magenta, as someone suggested. And I'm going to see what else I can bring into it, because I've got so much time. Her jacket's more red than crimson, but I might do a little crimson intervention. In fact, that just gives me an idea that maybe I don't want that image after all, but it might get me there if I... that's too bad. Okay. What? Could work with her. Red cabbage, yes, yeah, exactly. And beets too. Beets are pretty. I guess they may be more purple than that, but. In other words, it's a very tasty color. Let someone on a dark ground. Well, that one might work too. I'm going to spend all my time finding things, but hey, I have a plan, so that's famous last words though, right? Famous last words. Isn't that just a killer spread? I just like such a impactful, great photography. That's why I can't give up my fashion addiction. All right. Need someone on a nice dark background. Dark background, but not quite what I'm looking for. Not quite what I'm looking for. Not work there. All right, let's go with you. Let's try you, or you're going to be transparent. Okay. All right. Time to get cooking with crimson. Cooking with crimson. Good, good. Trying to find where invent an edge that wasn't visible, but I needed it. As Cal mutters to himself. It's a little on the more intense side. That might be better. So it's kind of flat. Kind of flat. So let's see. I mean, flat is okay. Oh, you know what might be kind of fun? That might be kind of fun. But do I have time? Okay, let's find out if I have time. Yeah, I was just noticing your comments from earlier, guys. Yeah, that was a lot of legs, but it was great. Great image. With those fishnets. All right. So a little over 7 minutes to go, so just past halfway. Oops. Got it secured at one end, but not at both ends, so it's slipping on me. How about you pay a little more attention to what you're doing, Cal? Okay, I'll try. All right. Something I love about working quickly is I don't overthink things, which can be refreshing because I tend to overthink things plenty most of the time. As you guys have seen on previous jams where I've been collaging, made less than one collage all jam, which, you know, is completely fine, but it is nice to just sort of surrender to working quickly. When I teach classes, lots of students, they think they hate working quickly and they get a little freaked out, and then they are at the end they're like exhilarated, and that's something I love about it too. It's a bit of an adrenaline rush, but it's fun too. So all right, So I've got that part. But what I want next is that. So that's going to show through. So I will take this out from underneath. Okay. So now this. I've got another one of those, eh? All right. Let's do it this way then. All right, a little over 3 minutes to go. As always, I've gotten just a little bit too ambitious for the time amount, but if only I hadn't spent so much time looking for images. Those things, so don't lose those. Get my glue sheet clear. Hey Mira, how are you? So Mira, I'm not sure how long ago you posted that comment because I had my head down. But we have just another 2 minutes left on the theme of crimson. So in two minutes, we'll be coming up with a theme for the next one. So you might want to just take another sip of matcha and be ready for us in a minute. Mate, sorry. Wrong caffeinated M word. Welcome along, Susan. Nice to have you back. And just over a minute to go when we'll be switching up to the next prompt. So you might want to just hang tight until we get to that. All right. I've done that thing that I know I shouldn't do, which is made a big complex piece out of too thin magazine paper. Well, it's not even massively complex, but it's more complex than, than it should be, especially for the time allowed. Hopefully I can get it glued down, all right. Oh, there goes the timer, and I still have a piece to glue down, I tell you. The collage timer waits for no man. All right, I'm not saying it's any masterwork or anything, but but you know, one of the things about these fast Fast and Furious collages is they can be the beginning of something that you can come back to. So I just basically took her jacket out, and I thought it'd be nice to have one side of the jacket show up as magenta. But I might add something to that later, but there we go. Ugh. Thank you very much for that prompt, Elaine. That was great. All right, so now where's my collage bomb has gone off again, so I'm losing track of things. So give me a second and take a breath. Everyone can use to take a little breath, and then where we're at. All right, so all right. So someone give me a building. So a kind of building, or a specific building, maybe not a specific building, a kind of building. Let's do a building collage. Ooh, cathedral. That sounds like a great one. Greenhouse. Greenhouse is a great one too. And I'm sure I'm going to mangle that name, but welcome aboard, Jiang. That is a great idea. Warehouse. Airport. Hey, Isabel, that's a great one too. Absolutely. So these are interesting buildings, which is exactly, where are we? There we are. Exactly what we're looking for. And Mira's saying just one building. So what I'm going to suggest, you guys, is we've got 4 interesting buildings: cathedral, greenhouse, warehouse, airport. And in fact, Elaine has just suggested hospital. So why don't you pick 1 or 2 of those to do a collage about? So sometimes it can be fun to sort of mash together too, like a cathedral airport or a greenhouse hospital. So, and I think 15 minutes was plenty short. So let's go with 15 minutes and one building or a mashup of a couple of them. All right. I'm just going to take a couple of seconds for a little drink here. Cheers. And a little of the coffee, of course. And I'll start so I will write the prompt. In fact, I'll write all of those words because they might disappear as comments go up. So yeah. Cathedral, greenhouse. And see, what's great is it's taking me a few minutes to do this, right? So you can be madly getting started. Isn't that great? Warehouse, so a couple of bonus minutes, right? Warehouse, airport. What was the last one? Hospital. So with apologies for my writing, there they are. So pick 1 or 2 of those. 15 minutes. I'll start the timer and away we go. Okay. Wow. I'm liking cathedral. It's just a question of whether I'm going to mash it together with something. I think I am. I think I have an idea. All right. You guys are, by the way, you guys are coming up with great prompts. I'm loving this. This is so much fun.
What, cheating and prompts in there?
I tell you. You guys probably didn't hear that, but Kim said she's come in looking for something and she overheard me and she says, getting prompts from them, isn't that cheating? Yes, it is. It's definitely stacking my deck. I'm here to tell you. All right. Made it too wide. Rats. Okay. Try it this way. All right. That'll work. More or less. More or less. That's all it needs. All it needs to be, right? Right. Not quite as even as I was hoping. So tear it against a ruler, maybe. so much height, so I better be aware of that. That much height. Okay. Go higher than that. And this one, okay. Same here. All right. Let's see. Let's use that as the when you just make a cut before you realize it's actually you don't want to make that cut yet. So I'm going to tape it back together and try again. There we go. All right. That's pretty funny, but hey, bailed it out. In fact, I don't want that cut yet either. All right. A little wider. I'm not going to lie, a cathedral airport is kind of crazy. That's what's great about this. All right, I taped it back together, and that's why I can't, why it's not coming apart. That's hilarious. How soon he forgets. All right. A little wing disproportion going on there. No. That's all right. So a little under 5 minutes to go. So let's go. That. Probably too high and not angled enough. Okay, well, drop down a bit. Oh, but it'd be better if it was not so similar values. Oh well. Okay. So final minute of play. Time flies when you're at the Cathedral Airport. All right, how'd that go, guys? Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying the overhead. Yes, it's definitely better having the overhead, isn't it? So, well, I had a couple that went well the first time, but this one didn't work out so well. But that's just the nature of working quickly. I spent a bit of time doing this, which was intended to be kind of like a view with then some runways that I thought, oh, then I'll put my cathedral on it, but it didn't work that well. And then I had this sort of idea that I would merge a cathedral shape with a plane shape. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, right? You know, this one I actually think has some use for something else at some point. The cathedral airplane, not so much, but hey, I hope yours went well. All right. I can't seem to find my list of prompts, and I had a couple more written down, but we may soon segue into having you guys suggest some things, just out of the blue. You know, this is a little bit messy area, but it's not as crazy. There it is. See, as soon as you... Kim says that whenever she's lost something, she can't find it, she comes to me and she asks, Cal, have you seen that? And usually that's about as far as it goes. She said, never mind, I see it. And I say, you're welcome. Because sometimes it's just as soon as we ask for help, we get help, right? Almost like that. So, how about some kind of weather? Why don't someone suggest some kind of weather? Oh, I'm glad you like the green and pink. Yeah, so do I, actually. I think it'll find its way into another collage for sure. Storm, absolutely. Storm is good. I like storm. Thanks, Val. Foggy, ice storm. All right. These are great. All right. And rainbow, absolutely. Gotta like that. Thanks very much, Annie. All right, so we've got some nice words to play with here. So either a storm or an ice storm, foggy, tornado, or rainbow. So pick one, or pick a pair, or if you're feeling like upping the ante, pick more than. Do you think you get them all in? No, that's way too much to ask. All right. I think 15 minutes was working. That was sort of enough not to be terrified, but not too long. So let's go with that. And I'll get the old timer started. And tornado is hard to beat a tornado, isn't it? It's such a great shape. I think I'm going to do a rainbow tornado. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Elaine. Thanks for stopping by. Great. And I'm glad that other prompt was working for the squares prompt from earlier. And you can always go back and, like, if you have to leave us at any point today, guys, if you can't stay for the whole jam, you can always catch the replay on YouTube and just pick up where we left off. You won't be able to contribute to the chat like you can live, but otherwise you can catch up then and play along a few days from now if that suits you better. All right. Rainbow tornado coming up. Actually, the more I think about it, I think I'm gonna. All right, yeah. You know, the wheels, they grind slowly sometimes, but they get there. Let's see. I'm gonna try and choose not quite just straight flat colors. See if I can do that. Things with a little more interest to them. Maybe that's kind of fun. And I think I need a black background again. I do like my black backgrounds. Actually, I might want. Oh, where did I see that? Where did I see that? All right, when I was gathering my collage materials, I saw something that of course, I don't think I pulled it out at the time, but that will come in handy for this one. If I can just find it again, which probably can't. But... Oh, I think I see it. There it is. It wasn't quite what I was remembering, so. Rainbow, but only sorta. Only sorta. Okay, well, I'll hold that as a possibility. Hello, Kay. Welcome aboard. So we're collaging on the topic of weather right now. So up in this corner here, you can see the words, and you can either pick one of these kinds of weather, or you can bring it more than one of them together into a collage. And we have just under 12 minutes left. So there's kind of like rapid fire collages. So yeah. Okay. I need my glue sheet handy. Where is my glue sheet? Man, when I work quickly, the desk just becomes out of control. Edge though, can I? Tornado's not going to have any ruler straight edges in it. So don't do that, Cal. I have the feeling that, well, no feeling about it. I know these collages are not going to be as carefully constructed as in terms of precise gluing and so on as perhaps my usual. Under the circumstances, totally cool. All right. I need a little bit more up there, don't I? I do. So 6 minutes to go. Just under 4 minutes, he said, freaking himself out just a little bit. This should actually be straighter because it's more like a horizon line. So let's tear it against the ruler. Let's tear it a little lower. Too straight, probably. That's better, actually. Okay. Something in the foreground, maybe. If there's time. I think I'm going to lose track of my rainbow part just because. All right, well into the final minute. Down there? No, I don't think so. Okay. Get these last pieces stuck down, but the rainbow was going to figure in there somewhere, but ran out of time. All right. Well, I hope your weather was exciting and came together in some fun, interesting way. Did anyone do any multiples, like bringing more than one of these together, or did you just go with the one? One was plenty, actually, for me. Oh, thanks, Danny. Thanks, Mira. Yeah, I wanted to put a couple of pieces here for sort of, these aren't even the right color, but this is something I might come back and put in, just some like distant hills, but they'd be better if they were sort of like purple, a little more recessive. But you know, fast and furious, right? All right. And Cherie says she's normally been working digitally recently, so good to be hands-on. Yeah, this is the kind of thing that hands-on is. There's something just better about being hands-on when you're doing this kind of work for sure. And oh, thanks, Kay. I'm glad you liked the way it was going. Jane says she did added a rainbow to her greenhouse. That's a great idea. Just built one on top built the rainbow over top of the greenhouse from the previous one. That's a great little bringing together of things. Cherie, you're not gluing? You surprise me. Alrighty, I can't believe it is 3:20 already. So I think we've got one more, and maybe we'll do this one just a little longer. We'll run just a little late. If you have to leave us right at 3:30, I completely understand. Oh, my glue sticks are all dry, and Staples, I can't even order from curbside from them because they don't have any glue sticks anymore. Not that I've tried. You're just gonna have to buy more and more of those two pressed glass frames, Cherie. All right, let's see. Why don't you guys suggest some professions to me? So some occupations, let's put it that way. And hopefully my computer's fan is going crazy because it's working hard. Okay, actually, that's fun. We've got multiples. Okay, so we're gonna go with just those two: doctors, nurses, chef. Oh, but mover is pretty good too. Okay, so I'll put those down, and then we'll see what we can come up with. Okay, doctor, nurse, and we're really happy about those people these days, aren't we? Thank you, guys. That's great. All right. So pick one, pick a couple to put together, and we'll go for 15 minutes on this one as well. And this will be the last one. So artist. All right. You can't suggest artist and not have me put it down. Okay. So let's see what happens. Let's go. I know what's going to happen with me first. And a little injection of caffeine. Okay. Is my timer's still visible for you guys. That's good. All right. Artist, chef, mover. That's funny. I just had an idea. All right. I actually have to leave the room because I have to go get something in my studio. So I'll be back in a minute. It's not as good for the idea I thought I was thinking of as I thought it would be. But I had this unfinished piece of cake from previous class. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to use it, but I thought might work with the chef idea. But all right. Let me just sketch something here. It's going to be harder work than I thought, I think. Given the amount of time. All right. All right, that could work. That's what we'll do. Pink. No. Orange. Orange would be good for the palette. Wood. Wood is good. That. think of mid blue. Do some more valley. That's mid dark, so it should be white. Maybe close the right choice in this case. Or wine green. Like a still similar value. Still similar value. How about this? Right, that might be enough. Right, so I'm going to want one yellow. That's yellow. Right. Use magenta. Sorry, I've gone silent. I've been trying to figure things out. I'm like you guys are, I'm sure, right now. Madly like, what am I going to do? All right. And that's a nice pink. Got a more intense one somewhere, maybe, though. Is that the same one? That is the same one. That's going to have to do. We'll use that. Sometimes I can't tear to save my life. All right, now we got it cooking. Okay. Those over here. Holy moly. Okay. Just over 3 minutes to go. Time is flying. So I better get flying. I could have saved myself a precious minute. I had decided I didn't need to glue down the background to a piece of white paper and just started on my black piece. Oh well. What, I'm supposed to think as well? think of things like that as well. I haven't got it in me. All right. Anything that is off-white. Interesting white. That might do. Okay. Why did I choose the difficult paper to cut? I'm foolish. I got this rough cut first. That was good. Oh dear. All right, less than a minute. Yikes. Classic. All right, well, that was the timer, but I obviously need just another minute or two, so I'm gonna use them. So I hope you got together one or more of these crazy professions we've got here. And I'm just gonna finish gluing these down. I think I am. Sometimes you have an idea, and I think it's still an all right idea, but it doesn't come together quite the way you'd hoped. So it was supposed to be a palette face. So maybe version 2.0 to come in the future. So thank you so much, Anne. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed celebrating World Collage Day that way. It goes on all day, guys. So there are probably other events, and everything is online these days. So you can probably check out some other events still by going to the Kolaj Magazine's website and checking out for events. I am going to put our camera back to finish up. So let's come back down here. Sorry, guys, for the crazy angle changes there. Well, I hope you guys had, if you guys had a tenth as much fun as I had doing these crazy fast collages, then you'll have had a good time. So, oh, so yeah, no, that's, yeah, it is like visual brainstorming, Susan. Absolutely. It's just sort of no chance to overthink, just like grab a thought and run with it. Right. So it's fun. Hey, Stacy, you probably said something earlier, but glad you were along. Glad you enjoyed it. Likewise, Annie. Yeah, definitely gets the adrenaline going. I'm going to need to go for a walk around the block to calm down a little bit. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Val. Yeah, it is hard to come up with it quickly, right? Yeah, for sure. But it's fun too. Yeah, and definitely post these guys with your prompt, with or whatever 2 words or 3 words you put together. Absolutely post them in our collage group on Facebook, which is Virtual Collage Jam group. For those of you who are new to it, I know most of you guys aren't. And if you put them on social media, definitely use the hashtag World Collage Day and Virtual Collage Jam, so that both people at the World Collage, other artists who are posting things from World Collage Day will see yours, and you can see theirs. You can search that hashtag on Instagram, and definitely post it in our Facebook group. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Lisa. That's great. Yeah, it was fun. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Jane. I bet you did. Yeah, I managed 3. That's good. And 1 was combined. That was a great idea. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys had fun, Rebecca. And likewise, Mira. So thank you so much, guys. It's been so much fun. Yeah, that's it. I think that's everything I needed to say. If anyone is interested, I still have space in my 5-week collage explorations, which starts May 20th. So if that's of any interest to you, it's on Thursday mornings live via Zoom, and all the details are on my website, calhoney.ca. So, whew. Thanks so much, guys, and enjoy the rest of World Collage Day. And we will see you not this Monday, but the Monday after for the regular Collage Jam on the Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Anne, and I will definitely pass that along. Thank you. Thank you. That's very sweet. She'll be really glad to hear it. So, oh yes, remember to punch like on the, if you don't mind, that would be great. And that's thank you for the reminder. And yes, absolutely, Cherie and Mira on it. So yes, if you enjoyed it, definitely hit like so that more people can find Virtual Collage Jam and join us in future and build our group up. So yeah, thank you. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'm gonna sign off. It's been a blast. Stay safe. Keep on collaging.